Hey everyone, thanks for watching. It's March 17th, and I'm on a nicely maintained pedestrian path straddling the East River in New York. It's unseasonably warm for this time of year in the Northeast, so it was a perfect day to take a cruise, pass under 3 impressive bridges, and cross the state border into New Jersey waters and admire the Statue of Liberty. So let's think about this for a moment and put it into a perfect Venn diagram. I'm in New York, which is always a fun place to be. It's St. Patrick's Day, so Guinness will be had. And I'm about to get on a boat, which is also a fun place to be. I'm right in the middle of this treble. After showing our tickets on our phone, we were quickly welcomed on board and embarked on our cruise out of Skyport, Marina. We're on Lucille, which is run by Empire Cruises. Now you can take cruises like this throughout the year or rent out boats like this for special events. I was just fortunate to be able to take it on a day with live Irish music from Dark Streets. If you can't be in Ireland on March 17th, another great place to be is on the East River listening to a Pogues cover band. We weren't planning on a boat ride while we were in town. We just searched online for things to do in New York City this weekend, and booze cruise or some such catchy option caught our attention. And for New York, this was a really reasonable event to choose. Tickets were around $30 or so per person, and with live music, that's well worth it. You'll get some views of Manhattan from the Marina. Here's the Empire State Building. But what you want to look at from this vantage point is the growth in the high-rises in other boroughs. One way to really understand the size of New York, both how compact much of the city is and how tall the buildings are, is to look across the East River. Queens and Brooklyn have skylines that best so many other high-rise views in cities throughout the United States. And to think that the Manhattan skyline, which we'll see better once we get to the downtown area, is just across the river, is something else. On the port side of the ship, you'll see Domino Park, which is a green space in the Williamsburg area of Brooklyn. It's named for a former sugar refinery. You can see the logo on the building. The cruise was a few hours long and it had an open cash bar. If you wanted to listen to the band in the saloon where they were playing, you could. There was even a dance floor. I ducked in a few times, but since there were speakers throughout the ship, the bow is where I spent just about the entire journey. Between admiring the high-rises, looking at the other boats passing by, and enjoying the nice weather, it was the place to be. The bow and dance floor are on the upper deck. Down below is the cash bar, restrooms, and a large windowed area for sitting and eating if you're on a cruise with food or a buffet. So we're coming up to the Williamsburg Bridge. It was opened to the public in 1903 and connects Manhattan to Brooklyn. According to nyc.gov, more than 100,000 vehicles cross this bridge each day, as do more than 12,000 people either on bicycle or by walking. In addition to all this traffic, subway lines use this bridge to get from one borough to the other. Next up is the Manhattan Bridge, which is slightly newer than the Williamsburg Bridge, as it was completed in 1909. Traffic-wise, it carries a few less vehicles and pedestrians than the Williamsburg Bridge, but it's still lengthy. It's more than 6,000 feet from portal to portal on the upper roadway. The area of Brooklyn near the Manhattan Bridge is called Dumbo, an acronym for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass. You won't really see it in this video, but I found the name too interesting not to mention. And our last bridge before we boat past the financial district and the Battery and into the Hudson River is the Brooklyn Bridge. It was completed in 1883, and in my opinion, this is the fun one to walk across. It's the only one I've walked across so far, and you'll meet plenty of other pedestrians when you decide to do it. Now we're off to see the Statue of Liberty. The statue was designed by Frederick Bartholdi, and he had help from Gustave Eiffel. It was given to the United States by France in 1876, 100 years after the US gained independence. It's owned by the US government and became a national monument in 1924. The statue is also recognized by UNESCO. The boat held up in position for 20 or so minutes so everyone could get photos of the statue and just take a moment to admire how nice she looked in the harbor. From there, the ship turned around and we headed back to Skyport Marina. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe as I'll be posting more videos from my time in New York shortly.